Be a fairly brief meeting today. We're going to take up a substitute to House Bill 42. And Mr. Secretary, I believe this is your bill and you're going to be carrying it.
Yes.
Would you like to do it from here, or do you have a preference?
I don't have a preference, up to you.
Your call.
Right here's good.
All right, that's good. All right, go ahead. Everybody have it in front of them? I think we're working off LC 288302S.
Correct.
Representative Lunsford.
Can you hear me now? Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I bring to you House Bill 42 by substitute, as just stated. That's LC 288302S. House Bill 42 is an election bill which deals with two basic issues. The first section in the bill deals with the process of correcting an error on the ballot, and the second section of the bill deals with the elections calendar. Under current law, when an error on or omission occurs on a ballot, in order to correct that mistake, a member of the public must file a lawsuit against the election supervisor to obtain a court order to start the corrections process, even if it is simply a misspelled, just a clerical error or an omission or a misspelled word or misspelled name. But the Secretary of State's office actually makes the correction and has a process in place for doing so. This bill does not eliminate the ability of the public to sue, but it does allow the elections supervisor, upon realizing that he or she has made an error, it authorizes them on their own authority to contact the Secretary of State's office to initiate the correction on the ballot. The second section of the bill deals with the elections calendar. The language that you see there is permissive, and it allows cities and counties and school boards to coordinate special elections and special elections runoffs with the federal elections and federal special elections runoff calendar. Current law restricts cities, counties, and school boards to hold special elections on certain dates, which generally works out to be about 4 times a year. Additionally, runoffs are required to be held 4 weeks after a special election. Federal special elections and state special elections dates are a bit more flexible and are called by the governor. So federal special election runoffs are held approximately 8 to 9 weeks afterwards to allow the time for the absentee ballots to be received. And as I said, this language would only apply if a local government wants to coordinate the elections for cost savings. A little background on this: about 6 years ago, you may recall that the federal folks changed the election calendar, thereby causing the states to have to align their elections calendar with the federal calendar. Anytime you hold an election, it is costly to the local government. So local governments, of course, don't want to hold multiple elections. So by aligning their calendars with the federal government, that was a cost savings to local governments. But this did not apply to cities or municipalities. So all this bill does is seeks to address the issue with municipalities, and is permissive in nature and allows the municipalities, if the runoff or the special elections are such that it could be aligned with a federal elections calendar, it permits them to do that. Does not require them to do that, but it permits them to do that, thereby providing them the opportunity for cost savings by not having to have an extra election. That's the bill. Two basic sections. That's what the bill does. I'll be glad to answer any questions.
Thank you, Representative. You may notice, this committee and the state always enjoys the flexibility because one size doesn't fit all. We tried to extend that same flexibility when possible. If you'll notice on line 36, it says may be held in conjunction. There's not a shall there. And with that, any questions from members of the committee? Anybody out there want to speak pro or con? Great. I told you this would be easy. I will entertain a motion.
Move to pass.
Got a motion to pass. Got a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. The ayes have it. Thank you so much. We are adjourned.